All right, for our next assignment, we're going to be using this information that you can download. At the bottom of this assignment, it's Gus Groceries Employee Pay. It's a PDF. All right, let's take a look at what we're going to do with that data. So I'm here in our friend Excel, and I've already put the same data in. The first thing I wanted to show you is how do you wrap text. So if I'm just typing along in something and I get out of it, it looks somewhat jumbled. Okay, so what I did, let me undo again. All right, what I did is I selected this, and up here is wrap text so that it looks okay. That if I don't do that, it kind of goes on to the other, it bleeds over into this and it just creates a little bit. Now, if I wanted to, I could highlight this and I could center it. That's completely up to you. All right, the next thing I wanted to show you is going down here. If I want to move my tabs, and we talked about this earlier, you can move your tab anywhere you want it, okay? And the nice part about this is we are looking at our grocery store, which was our information. I guess this was our information from the other day. Now, all I did was just add a tab and titled it employees. So if I've selected this and I do a right click, I can insert other tabs, or I can simply click the plus in the circle. I can delete a tab. I can rename this. I can protect it. In other words, no one else can go mess with the data. So if I'm sharing this file, I may want this to be something no one else can mess with. Okay. Tab color, I kind of like this one. Gives it a little bit of a color. So if I get out of it, you can see. And this is just to make something stand out, especially if I've got a lot of tabs, or if I'm sharing with people and I want to call their attention to something. This is kind of a nice aspect. I can also hide it, just like we've been hiding our columns. I can hide it, or I can select all sheets and apply whatever I'm doing to it. The last thing on this I wanted to show you is the border. Now, if I want to create a border just over the information I'm working with, I select my cells. Remember, this is the range. And I come up here and you can see this box and you can select the type of border that you want. And I like all borders when I'm working with something because I think when I do a print preview, this looks much nicer. So if I do a print, here's my print preview, and I just call it the print preview. I've hit the print button, and then on my screen it shows what I'm going to actually be showing. And you can see it looks so much nicer. Now, you'll notice not everything came over, so if I wanted to, I could do the landscape, and then I could catch more of it. I've also made it a bigger font for our screen, so I could go back and I could do that as well. So if I come back over here, and if I took that border off, there he is. And I did the same file, and you'll notice this little dash line, this is the way it's going to print out. So it gives you a little bit of a heads up of this is what you're going to be seeing. So if I wanted, I don't even have to select anything. Let's look at the print preview again. This is just the data. So you can see when you're dealing with data, it is much nicer to go ahead and put in those borders. It's for ease of the people you're sharing your information with. All right, so we looked at wrapping text. We look at what we do down here, what we can do if we want to add sheets. And then finally, we looked at the borders, which is right up here.